it's the place from where you live, not just something you do when you sit. So there is, basically stage 10 is just one little notch up from stage 9. Nevertheless, it has a couple of differences that are worth mentioning. Everything is effortless and everything's complete. So it's a very subtle thing to talk, so I don't want to make this more complicated than they should. So when someone has reached Shamatha, what does that look like? Well, compared to the average person, you have an incredible capacity of paying attention effortlessly, which will train you into probably the most efficient professional you could imagine. And I'm not saying you should use Shamatha to do something as to be better at your work, although it will certainly happen as a perk. But nevertheless, not to judge you or not to try to get Shamatha so you can be good at work. That will prevent you actually from achieving Shamatha in the first place. So what I mean is that there's a very distinctive quality of someone who has full attention. Just think about it. I mean, maybe think of a cat. This is a normal example. Cats usually have a very high level of mindfulness, and you can tell they are really attentive most of the time, and not necessarily all the cats. But you know the analogy, right? There's kind of like moment by moment, all the time attentive. So that's sort of start really actually pervade your life more and more. Profound stillness. This is the part where the picture to me means a lot. I had an experience where something like that happened to me, like it's in the picture. And I could try to describe it, but it will never make sense to anyone else. It's this sense of boundless stillness, but that stillness is you. I don't know. I don't want to become encrypted in my speaking, but yeah, there is something that doesn't make sense with the way we normally understand life. Let's put it this way. So it's something that changes profoundly the way you experience yourself and the world. Unshakable equanimity. This is actually sort of a consequence of that new shift in perspective. Full pliancy. You find a bit of an extreme. I mean, I don't want to promise you this. This is not something that should be mentioned this way, but you will be able to do things that you may have never imagined that you could do. And this makes a lot of sense when you say, yeah, if you remove all the things, all the distractions that are draining your power, then naturally your body and your mind will express qualities that they were always there, just they were hidden under this waste of energy through distraction. Natural absorption, again, you have the possibility of entering a huge range of things. Now, jhana is because this is mentioned in Buddhism, but there is like a trillion ways of talking about this topic that are not jhana. Like, again, I don't want to go that because it sounds very esoteric, but I'm just saying there's a whole world beyond your imagination that becomes possible just because you achieve so Shamatha. So it's impossible. It's important to mention that is there, that possibility of experiencing things beyond your mind and your body, let's say. And lasting tranquility. This is not just, you not only experience tranquility when you're meditating, when you are beyond your thoughts because you calm them, but all the time. So to sustain Shamatha, because once you achieve it, many people have this idea of non-meditation, of I'm not going to meditate because I'm already enlightened. The amount of people that I met that said that, it is unfortunately too big. And that's not what I get. At the moment, my teacher, it is one of the most recognized and respected authorities worldwide. And I've been lucky enough to be alongside with very advanced people, and I promise you something, they do practice. I'm not saying that the practice is desperate and that try to change themselves or improve themselves. Their practice is just a natural celebration of potential. So thinking that I just got enlightened and that's why I just go around the world traveling like nothing else. Well, you can find new ways of practicing. I will accept that. But by practicing, we're discussing this letting go of your compulsive tendencies of your mind of survival and your body, or being defensive in the world, or being a victim of any kind or of any level. All that thing drop and they come back. That's what we constantly seen in the spiritual world. A lot of teachers who seemingly achieve profound states and they just screw it. So this is a practice. Without practice, the mind loses its, gradually you get back into the illusion. So just because you achieve certain states, it doesn't mean that you're not going to revert back. This is why I just keep practicing. And this may have happened to you in a different level, in a different way, that sometime in your life you had a better understanding and calm and peace, and you sort of lose it over time. If you're serious about truly understanding meditation, not just the surface level mindfulness hype, but the deep, time-tested methods of the sages, I have a free course with real practical guidance waiting for you. And if you struggle to stay consistent with your meditation practice, join our free community for accountability, live online meditation sessions, and discussion circles that will keep you supported every step of the way. You'll find the link to join in the description or the comments below, so you will never have to do this alone. See you there.